El Grupo Albornoz presenta el único noticiero de bienes raíces desde New York, Tu Casa TV.
Hola y bienvenidos nuevamente a otro episodio de Tu Casa TV. Aquí me encuentro con mi querida Dora Omana, mi socia en los negocios también, a Shital. Shital, gracias por estar aquí el día de hoy. Estamos felices. Y ahora vamos a turn to English. How are you, Shital?
All is well, thank God.
¿Cómo amaneciste, Dora?
Fantastic. Phenomenal. Fabulous.
We are here with Shital that I want to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you. Where are you from and how did you get in the business? Because obviously everybody here gets in the business of real estate if they are a guest here.
Okay, sure. So I was born in India. I studied in India. I went to school in India, went to college in India. And then I came to this country 26 years ago.
Wow.
And yes, and I started to work in a garment company in New York City. But right after 1 year, I met an owner of a mortgage company and he hired me. And I loved it so much.
Since then, that's it.
It's been 25 years and all I do is I eat, walk, talk, sleep, mortgages. That's what I do now.
But the good thing about that is that makes you a hell of an expert.
Yeah.
Very much.
I'm grateful because I get to do what I like to do. So whether you're in real estate or whether you're in mortgages, you're in the people business. So you could do a house, you sell a house, I do mortgages, but we are taking care of families who make the biggest investment of their lives. And it's not easy to get a mortgage. Financing is not easy. It's a lot of back and forth. It's a lot of planning. So I love all
And
that
a lot
stuff.
of knowledge too, because you have to be up to date of what's the market.
Always, always, always. But I love that. So yes, thank you.
And tell us a little bit about your country because we are dying. Dora and I were dying to go to India. It's a one country that is in a bucket list.
Yes, definitely. Yes.
You know what? That's so nice. I feel happy that you want to go to my country. India is, it's very interesting. It's so many cultures, right? So in a lot of ways, I feel like Indians are a lot like Spanish people. Like I feel very connected to Hispanics because we share that same culture. It's a very family culture. It's very nice. So let me tell you about India, right? India is very diverse. So you have so many places, different places with different flavors. Of course, everybody knows the Taj Mahal.
Oh, yes.
Right, the Taj Mahal is where...
It's a must if you go to India.
If you want to go to Taj Mahal,
Well,
it's very pretty.
we are picturing ourselves already there.
You know,
100 pictures each one.
We get into character. So normally we dressed up as a local.
We were so excited actually because we were going to go to a party that you were going to
Yes.
help
The
host it.
Festival of
Oh my
Lights.
gosh.
What
We're
is the
going to
name?
do
Yes.
it next year.
Yeah, definitely. What is the name?
We were going to go for
Yes.
we were going to have a event for the Indian festival called Diwali. So Diwali is like the Indian Christmas, like you could think of it. It's one of the biggest festivals, and it's a festival of light. So every household, we burn lights and candles and, you know, like a little lantern. It's called diya.
Oh, that's
And so we put it out,
my
we wear new Indian clothes, and for any of you who have seen Indian clothes, it can be very bright and very shiny.
I love the colors and everything that it has to do with it.
Yes, bright colors and jewelry and a lot of drama. Indians love drama, guys.
Well,
Very dramatic
that's why you say we
people.
are like the same.
Similar. Yes. When I see the Spanish channel on TV and the soap operas, the shows, it's very drama. And then I say, oh my God, my country is like that too. It's a lot of drama. We
But I
like
guess
it.
that you're
Emotions, a lot of emotions, a lot of drama.
But I guess that your country is very spiritual as well.
Very spiritual.
But also diverse, right?
Very diverse, very spiritual. Indian culture is one of the oldest cultures, so it's very rich in culture.
Yeah.
And it's like one of the things that an Indian, when we are raised in our childhood, we are taught that you respect elders.
Yeah.
It's one of the culture things that we never disrespect. It's one of the things you're raised with, right? Like I'm sure Spanish people are the same,
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
You're
yes.
part of the committee that is going to, I mean, you're going to be the head of it.
Well, I don't know
Hopefully.
yet. Hopefully, yes.
And what are you
Hopefully
going to do when you are going to be the chair of that?
I think that Diwali is something that I would like to actually celebrate. You know, it's important not only as realtors but also with our clients to be able to relay and understand their culture and you know what they celebrate and what they're all about. So I would love to, if I'm privileged to be given that opportunity, I think that I would do that. Yeah.
I
will
think
help
you would do great, Dora, because it's, Indians are very informal,
Yes.
right? If you go to their house, they will feed you. They will ask you, hey, can I make you something? And Hispanics are very informal. Like,
Yes.
I love going to my client's house after closing because the Hispanic culture, what I like the most is that they'll cook something quick. There's rice, beans, pollo, everything.
Pollo.
They eat, then they move the tables, and everybody starts to dance.
Yes. Absolutely.
And then the abuela is dancing, the
Abuela's
children are dancing, the entire family is dancing, and
Yes.
that is beautiful.
So you miss your country,
I miss my country, but I go there.
but you're happy here.
You know, I went to my country this summer
Oh, nice.
because after the pandemic, 2 years we didn't go, and then the entire family we went to Kashmir.
Okay.
And we went to like the different parts of India. It was so beautiful, so nice, lovely.
And tell me, what is the difference of, in terms of here in the United States, we can see that we have, you know, these mortgages, 3.5%.
Yeah.
How's in India the financial
Oh, wow.
part?
That is
They
such
help
a,
the people from India to buy houses. What's the difference?
So look, wherever I go, whenever I travel and I see properties, because I like properties, because this is what we do, I'm constantly thinking, oh my God, what is the price of this property? How is financing in the other country? So I inquire. So in India, it's so different, everyone. I have to tell you, there is no 3% down, 3.5% down. Oh, no, 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 no. They want to see 10, 20% down. They are very strict about income. And guess what? The interest rate, like if you get a 7 and 8%, it's like, wow, it's awesome, great. So in the United States, we are very blessed to be in the US where we have the government giving us 3% down, 3.5% down. The interest rates are low. And then it's 30 año fijo. No, not in India. No 30 año
No.
fijo in India.
No?
No.
How is it?
It's fixed for some time.
Okay.
So they're aggressive. We are very lucky in America
That's
to
why
have
I
this.
love to talk with people that from other countries, because first we love the cultures, and also we want to know what's the difference, how blessed we are to be here,
Yes,
how
we are.
blessed we are to have the opportunity to be part of this country buying a house. So it's unbelievable that always we were talking with another person from Spain and was the same. He told us, like, you know, people from their own country, they don't get the help that they need to help to be part of their own country. So here is like the country of everybody.
100%. This is the melting pot. And this country welcomes immigrants, and we're all immigrants.
Yeah.
So, yes, I count my blessings. I love my country. I visit it all the time, but I am grateful to America and all the opportunities and all these government mortgages and help and assistance.
Yes.
Like even during the pandemic, I think America just helped a lot, whereas not every country was doing it. So
I think that sometimes we can take for granted all the benefits and the assistance and the security of being in a country like this. And I think that that's important that you bring that up, because our audience, it's important for you to remember that we're privileged enough to be in the greatest country in the world, definitely, because of all these privileges that we get to enjoy. Shital, what is new in the market?
in the mortgage market, Dora?
Yes, absolutely.
What's new in the mortgage market? So,
Or what are you
happened-
doing the most right now? How busy are you doing what? 3.5%?
Yeah. So two things,
Every
right?
day.
Let's look at 2020, 2021. So the interest rates were lower. So a lot of people bought homes. They paid more, right? So the 2020, 2021, people were paying more and more and more because
And
there
that
was a lot of bills.
Yes, exactly.
But
It
the
was
rates
crazy,
were lower.
remember
I
that?
know, my God.
That
I
we
don't want
would-
to remember.
Oh my God, I remember that we were,
I
we
mean,
were overpaying. That's why
They were overpaying.
If you were the
mentioned-
listing agent, it was amazing, but to help our buyers, it was
Yeah.
so difficult.
Very
It was a
difficult.
challenge.
So a lot of people, a lot of the families that would make an offer, and if they had a lower down payment, if they had putting 3 or 5% down, they would miss the bid. They didn't get it. So now
I think they wouldn't even see it if they saw FHA
Yeah,
before.
of
No.
course, I didn't even consider it because it's. According
We're
to
talking
certain-
about
yeah,
that.
According
Yeah.
to certain listing agents, they consider an FHA a weak offer,
Mm-hmm.
and I really don't get it because if you get a pre-approval for an FHA, it's almost a certain thing unless you do not meet certain conditions at the end, or the house has some challenges, but at the end, it's the same in
Yeah,
conventional.
you're gonna get your money.
You know what it was? The last 2 years, the issue was that there would be 20 offers, 30 offers on one property. So it was a crazy time for the listing agent also. Too many choices. So just the listing agent would say, okay, let me go with the cash offer, or an offer where they're putting more down. So that's why all our FHA and low down payment buyers, they didn't get it. So now,
Is the buyer's
interesting.
market?
Yes. So now, thank you God, because now all those buyers have an opportunity to buy their
But
home
are we
that they
already in-
deserve.
Are we already in a
They
buyer's
deserve.
market? Because I don't see it. I have been submitting offers and I get outbid still. Yeah.
Yeah.
So are we really already?
Depends
in a-
on where. Depends
Yeah,
on
depend
there
on
are
where.
there are a lot of factors, but I do see that some buyers are. I'm doing FHA loans right now, which I didn't do for 2 years. It was very minimal, but now
That's
it's
why.
back.
That's why I wanted to ask you. So
Now
that's
it's back.
what you're doing the most. The
Yes,
FHA.
yes. Now we're all those families that didn't get a chance to buy. Now they're buying. But what's interesting is now they're not overpaying.
Of course.
Yes.
Now they're not overpaying. Now they're doing inspections. So this is normal. You know, the market has become normal. It wasn't normal the last 2 years, clearly.
And we
right?
realtors can really negotiate with the sellers, like for our buyers, in the case that we are representing the buyers. Before, it was no way that you can negotiate this or that, even the chandelier, nothing. We couldn't negotiate anything.
Nothing.
Yes.
It was a big filter through going through the agent through the listing agent just to ask
Too much.
for just
Nothing.
a fixture. It was really difficult.
But I'm
to
happy
actually get.
because FHA is a very good way to help our community, because they really, it's too much money when you put 20% or 10% in a house that is 500,000. And a lot of people have the saving, but they also have to have the money for the closing. And also with that, a lot of mortgage companies are helping too, right?
Yes, yes, we are. And yes, FHA. So, what is FHA? FHA is a government mortgage, and it is designed to increase home ownership by offering a mortgage for just a very minimum down payment of 3.5%. And you can buy a 1, 2, 3, or even up to a 4-family house with FHA.
Wow.
So, it's nice to see someone put less money. What is really, really common is the 2-family houses, because people like to say, okay, I will live in one and let me get the rent,
It's easier.
right?
But we're going to talk about more FHA because a lot of people are asking questions about it. But right now, we leave it like that.
Sure.
We are going to have this topic in the next episode so nobody can miss it. Shital, thank you very much for being with us. We're going to have you in the next episode because the FHA loan is very important to talk, because we want to let people know how can they have wealth doing real estate, right?
Absolutely, my pleasure. Thank you. We'll do that.
Dora, ya regresamos.
Nos vemos en un rato.
Claro que sí.
El Grupo Albornoz presentó el único noticiero de bienes raíces desde New York. Tu Casa TV.